Hi, welcome everyone. I'm sure folks will trickle in the next couple of minutes, but we want to respect your time. Thank you so many of you for showing up right on the top of the hour. It's really great to see you this Monday morning for our Safe and Healthy School Spaces Collaborative. This is a new group that we got together in response to meeting with some of you all and just hearing unsurprisingly, how challenging things are only just starting to become, and wanting a space to get together and make sure we're supporting each other through this long haul of what we're all going to need to be doing in the next, well, gosh knows how long. And so thank you for joining us this morning. As I said, I think more folks might be trickling in, and those of us who are here would love to get to know each other a little bit more. Those who are able to turn your cameras on, that would be lovely to see each other. We realize not everyone might be able to turn their cameras on, but thank you to those of you who are able and willing to turn your cameras on this morning. And good morning. And let's have everyone just get to know each other a little bit. Please, if you could, into the chat, type your name, your role, your organization or your setting, your county, and then one thing that brought you here this morning, maybe something you're hoping to get out of the meeting this morning or something you're coming in with. And if anyone wants to unmute and share a introduction and what's bringing you in this morning, we probably don't have time for everyone to share out, but we have time for a few folks if anyone would like to. And I can start by introducing myself. I probably should have done that first. My name is Lauren Haack. I'm a clinical psychologist at UCSF, and I've been on the CalMap team, what used to be called CAP, since 2020. Really started collaborating on this team with schools in the wake of the COVID pandemic. And so it feels like some of those things that we got used to doing 5 years ago are now becoming relevant again. So really happy to see everyone here today. And I'm in San Francisco County. And what brought me here this morning? Gosh, I just there's been so much going on in the world, in California, directly impacting myself and my family, also impacting, students and youth that I work with, and peers that I work with. And so, was meeting with actually some folks I see here on this group last week, and we were talking about how it might be nice to have a space to come together and support one another in the next few months. And so we were able to get things together to have this second Monday of every month meeting, February through May. So really hoping that we all get to know each other a little bit and can support one another. I'll turn it over to Marielle. Would you like to introduce yourself, check in this morning?
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Marielle. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I provide care coordination on the CalMap team. So I help families link to care, link to resources and supports across the state in diverse settings. And oh no, okay, that was frozen for a second. Prior to joining CalMap, I worked for many years in Alameda County and Contra Costa County, providing therapy to families, especially in the monolingual Spanish-speaking community. So I really appreciate all the work that you're doing, not just to support students, but to support their families and to support teachers. And I wanted to be here to offer what I can in terms of resources and support this effort that you are all doing.
Thanks, Marielle. Would anybody else like to check in verbally this morning? And thanks for those who are putting your check-ins in the chat. We also hope to have this be an interactive meeting, like particularly in the second half of the hour. So totally fine to let yourself warm up and sink in this morning. So we like to start our meetings often with a grounding activity to bring us into this space, kind of try and let go of distractions or other things that are impacting us and just come together and be here and effective for one another. These grounding activities are also ones that are great to kind of take in your school setting and use with, peers, staff, students, if you're finding that emotions are running high or a reset is needed. And so this is one of my favorite grounding activities. It's called Shake It Out. And I really like it because I find that I hold stress a lot in my body, like, and particularly my shoulders. When I'm working during the day. And so I really like Shake It Out because it's a physical grounding activity and reminds me to reset my body. Also, I throw myself so into it that my mind can't do anything else but do the activity. And it's also a good one if you're feeling a little bit low energy. It's actually one of the more energizing grounding activities that I've found. And so given that it's Monday morning after the Super Bowl, I thought we might all benefit from a more activating grounding activity. So how we do Shake It Out is you start with your right arm and you're going to shake it 10 times, 10 down to 1. Then we'll move to our left arm. Then we'll do our right leg and our left leg. You could do this sitting or standing. Okay. And then we'll go back to our right arm and count down 9 to 1. Okay. And we'll do that until we get down to 1. So everybody feel free to come with me. Feel free to turn off your camera if you so choose. Also feel free to leave it on. So start with your right arm. We're going to shake it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to right arm. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Thank you all. So hopefully that brought you into the space, got you woken up if you needed that, and feel free to take that into your school settings and give it a try if you think that would be helpful. So those who are just joining us, please, if you wouldn't mind putting in the chat your name, your role, your organization and setting, your counting, and what brought you in here this morning. We're really happy to have you all here. So just a couple announcements. We are CalMap. You may have known us as CAP. We're now CalMap because we're statewide throughout California. If you are or and you're setting a primary care provider, so pediatricians, nurse practitioners, we have a consult line that is open business hours. Please feel free to give us a call. And we also have other monthly webinar series, which are on demand and recorded and live. Also other Echo series. We have our school Echo series coming up, which we'll kind of show you more about at the end. But it's every second Wednesday at 2:30. So we actually have one coming up in 2 days. Would love to see you in those other spaces with us. We don't have any financial disclosures. And here is a bit about our federal and state grant funding allowing us to be here today. All right, so I wanted to share, this is a toolkit. It's basically a folder of resources that our group has been getting together in the past few weeks. There's resources on there about know your rights trainings that are coming up in English and Spanish, both live in Oakland in person and also a virtual one online that are coming up in the next week. And then we also have some resources on there for supporting LGBTQ students, for impacts of trauma from wildfires and other natural disasters. So please feel free to take a look at that toolkit, and especially some of the Know Your Rights things, which we're going to get into more today. So as I mentioned, this is a new group that we are bringing together. And these are kind of some of the objectives that we're hoping that we get out of today, and also the next 3 months. We're hoping to meet every second Monday of the month, February through May. So we're hoping that each time we come together, everyone can walk away with at least one best practice for supporting students in the face of all of the various recent and ongoing tragedies that are happening in California and in our country. Connect two tools or resources with the current needs of our student communities, and identify two approaches to upholding our collective well-being. I was talking with the folks last week that inspired this group today, and we were saying this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint, right? And we have to make sure that we're supporting each other so that we're not burning out, so that we're able to keep showing up for our students and the youth that we work with. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Marielle to talk a little bit more about Know Your Rights.
Yeah, so my objective was really to share just the incredible efforts that are in the community right now to support immigrant families, mixed status families, or newcomer families. And these are some resources. When you get the slides from us, well, you can click on these in order to see these resources. But one of the things that many mixed status families are really working on right now, and these are families that might have some members of the family who have legal status and some who do not, is creating a preparedness plan. And so this resource that I shared really goes into detail about how to make a child care plan. And this is something that a lot of caregivers are thinking about right now, in terms of if they were to be in a situation where they wouldn't be able to care for their child, making a plan of who would care for their child. A lot of families right now are making efforts to make sure that their children have passports, or the people who in the family have status have passports. These are some examples that a lot of families are working very diligently on right now. A lot of people are trying to find out more about their immigration options, where to get trusted legal services. This resource has a link to organizations that provide low-cost immigration legal services. And just really making sure that people are getting legal advice from attorneys or representatives that are in a position of knowing the legal code and the current policies, so that they can really help families have information that's accurate. And in terms of Know Your Rights, I do think what Lauren said is important, that going to a more or offering posting in your schools about Know Your Rights workshops can be meaningful, since I think there's a lot of information, especially on the red cards, that people are sharing with each other about what to do if ICE shows up at your home, and knowing your rights. So this red card is really important to a lot of people in the community to help them feel prepared. And these include rights such as, your rights to remain silent, or your rights that to not have your home entered, or not let anyone in your home unless there's a warrant, to know your rights in terms of, if you have to talk to them, that you have the right to remain silent, not to sign anything, unless you have the right to speak with a lawyer, so not to sign anything without speaking to a lawyer, and the importance of supporting people and staying calm and not learning their rights of what they can and how they engage, but also to make sure that they don't leave the situation or run, that this is something that could be used against them. So there's a lot of efforts to inform people that they do have rights, to know their rights. And this is a powerful thing that's happening right now. These are some of the materials that I shared in English and also in Spanish. Um, I'm definitely open to answering any questions about that. Rapid response networks is something that's growing in a lot of counties right now. And this is, it's not in every county, but it's in a lot of counties, community effort of training people and people who are already very familiar with how to support the community in a hotline that people can call in order to get immediate support if they're in a crisis situation when it comes to immigration. And this is something that you can utilize if you are in a situation with a family and need an immediate consultation. If they're growing in a lot of counties right now. And then, of course, as I mentioned, there are a number of efforts to make immigration clinics. A lot of schools are hosting immigration clinics or resource fairs specifically for immigrants. And so really encouraging that this is something that people can do and places that they can go to get accurate information. And then these are two resources that I think are really valuable for in the school setting. One is on was this brief that came out of Harvard Education School in the fall, specifically about understanding and supporting undocumented or newcomer students in school. And one of the things I appreciate about this is, in a lot of ways, it's to continue to do the things that supportive staff are already doing to build relationship both with students and their families, recognizing the challenges, especially the economic challenges, the threats of family separation, and the barriers to accessing services that this particular population especially experiences, and that to recognize that educators are really the crucial connections and connectors for students in their lives, are very important to them and the relationships that they have. And so continuing to provide that sense of responsiveness, attentiveness, nurturing care in the schools, that there are, especially having point people in the school who can be sources of information and resources. And I'm sure that's a lot of you who are on here, that people are coming to you to be a source of information and resource. And this can be, really important to helping the whole school feel supported. There's different ideas for creating safe spaces, displaying butterflies, respecting students' privacy, providing really responsive pedagogy or curriculum, and being a support for the caregivers, a place that's safe for caregivers as well, offering resources, visual resources in multiple languages. As I mentioned, potentially facilitating workshops at the school. These can all be proactive things that the school, as an organization, can do to support and create partnerships with the community. And then this other resource that I shared, supporting students' mental health in the classroom, is really about recognizing the signs of trauma. Behavior is often communication of underlining anxieties that students might have that can impact the whole classroom setting and the whole school setting. So recognizing some of the signs of trauma or distress that students might have, such as isolating, a flat affect, changes in their behavior, irritability, difficulty concentrating, missing class. These are all signs that students might be in distress. And so helping the staff respond, by having like the grounding exercise, for example, that Lauren did, helping students be able to take breaks and relax during the day as much as possible. Managing expectations, especially for students who are experiencing a lot of distress, creating senses of routine and predictability in the classroom. I'm really encouraging everybody's self-care and tending to their own needs, making sure that staff are taking care of themselves as well, and for getting a lot of positive feedback and validation for the efforts that they're making, are some of the kind of the tips in this toolkit about supporting students' mental health in the classroom. And welcome to answer any questions that might come up about that. Thank you for putting the links in the chat, Lauren. That's very helpful.
Great. So again, here's the kind of our overall toolkit box folder, which we hope to keep adding to. And so if anyone else has resources that you found helpful, please feel free to share them in the chat or send us an email, and we can add them to the toolkit for everyone. At this point, we really wanted to open it up to hear from everyone in the group, or hear from anyone who wants to share this morning about kind of what you're seeing in your setting, what you're feeling, maybe any success stories or tips or helpful strategies you have to share with others, or challenges or stuck points you're having. Just as we shared today, we want to make sure we're holding to some group agreements. So we have some suggested agreements here about, we may all be coming to this place with different opinions. We want to celebrate this diversity and change. We're all, assuming that we and our students are trying our best, and we all want to improve. This work is both hard and important. We're all here to try and stretch our limits and learn from each other. We may not get through everything today, right? We all make mistakes, and we're all kind of here showing up to this space, with the intentions of being there for one another and for our students. Does anyone else have any group agreements that they feel are missing, or that would be important for us to uphold today in this space?